Dog Pound League. What is good? It's time for you to put your baby dolls on and tell your cellmate to shut up because it's time for the weekly update. All right, really quickly, this was going on last week. We had some pretty fantastic games. We had yours truly take out Herbie fully loaded. It was close-ish. Um, Marvin Harrison's a little bit of a weight around your ankles there, pulling you down to the depths of despair a little bit. Herbie fully loaded. Might need to go a different direction. Who knows? That's tough on you. One of the games of the week came down to a Monday night matchup. What was Lamar going to do? What was popping off? But probably more importantly than anything else, it was what David Montgomery was doing. David Montgomery had a fantastic game, almost 30 points, outperformed Jahmyr Gibbs really in that game. And even Lamar Jackson's 26.51 points couldn't take down damn boys. Artie Miller, congratulations. Had his first W. Dawg, back to the drawing board, baby. Still rocking 0-3. Things will get better. Just got to make some moves. Fear Boner and Half Chub. I thought for sure that Half Chub was gonna get it done, that Mike was gonna get the W, but out of nowhere, Todd 3-0. I said last week he's a little bit on fraud watch. He won with 83 points. Fairly pedestrian, but the good news is James Conner went down. He's got Trey Benson on his roster. Smart move by Todd. Bam, you got a startable, probably RB2 for the rest of the season. Maybe has RB1 upside. I don't know. We'll see how things shake out. But that was a really good move by Todd. That's going to set him up for the future, hopefully. Show me your TDs. Let me pronounce that properly. Levi had the second highest score of the week, 128 points, and took out Emanuela. Put Emanuela down to 1-2. Big upset there. In my mind, I thought that Vela's team was going to be one of the top dogs in the league. I don't know, man. It's looking okay. I think, off the strength of Courtland Sutton's performance. And let's be real. What really happened? You got Vikings, bro. The Vikings defense had 35 points. His kicker, Cameron Dicker, also had 12 points. Sprinkled in with a little Dalton Kincaid. Really got the job done for Levi. It's probably not a sustainable thing that's going to happen week by week. Not to mention the fact that homie's starting Dylan Sampson as one of his starting running backs. That just is suspect. There's some people without running backs in this league. Running backs are really hard to come by. Levi, big recommends. Do something about that if you can. Then multiple scoregasms, and Nakua Matata, my man E, had a really good contest. And I gotta keep it real, man. Like when we're looking at the league, who the top dog is, some people might think it's me at 3-0. I don't know, man. I think specifically the wild and like high scoring performances of Amon-Ra St. Brown, Puka. Ken Walker's having a real good year. He's got Jordan Mason. He's inserted into his lineup. No quarterback, no problem when you got Jahmyr Gibbs as well. He had the Seahawks defense that tore it up with 18 points. I kind of think E's team is the top dog. And, I'm in there, I think, at 3-0, and I got a good squad, but it's going to be a really tough go. If I was to rank teams right now, I would probably say Eric's team, my squad, Mama B, are in the kind of top runnings right now. Things can change a lot. I would say maybe Vela's team is next. And then we got a bunch of people sort of fighting in there. And I know Todd's team is 3-0, so maybe he inserts himself into that conversation. We'll kind of see what's going on. That's what's looking up. G-Dog, I would say, you're mid right now. You're 2-1. You're doing well. I wonder what your points for and against are, G Dog. Okay, so 309 to 274. Who's got the most points scored on him in the league so far? It looks like show me your TDs. So Levi, you've got the most points scored on you, Levi, but you've also scored 342. Eric's team has scored the most points in the league at 396. And again, that's why I'm saying, although his record is, 2-1, I kind of think Eric's team is the top dog right now. I'm coming in second with the second most points scored at 387. So, it's going to be a little bit of an interesting go. He's also got 20 points more scored on him than I have, so that kind of is really telling. All right, hey, let's look at the week ahead. Kind of talked about who's hot, who's not. We got Levi versus me this week. 1-2 versus 3-0. Levi, you're starting Kareem Hunt at running back. You got Jerry Jeudy. Probably not much hope, big dog, but we'll see how things go. Dog Pound Bloodline versus Dem Boys, 2-1-2 teams going at it. Cooper Kupp done goofed up your season, homie. Wolverine, you might need to cut that fool. Cut him in more ways than one. Put your adamantium in him. I don't know, dog, but you got Josh Jacobs. Hopefully Ashton Genty can really get it going. Hopefully Ashton Genty, he looks really good. His O-line's the blocking terrible. Maybe they can figure it out, and maybe that will be a real big difference for your team. Pacheco, though, is probably a bit of a Pacheco off in the sense that he's just not playing that well this year. So, interesting matchup. Herbie Fully Loaded's got half Chubb. I'm going to guess that Herbie's going to get it done, although you guys are projected for similar scores. Really loving J.K. Dobbins in your lineup there, Mike. A.J. Brown could have a good week. McConkey's probably wide receiver 2 on that team, but you never know. He's got a high ceiling. Really like Tony Pollard. I like what you're putting out there. And again, Herbie's got, he's got Harrison in the lineup tonight. We'll see how Harrison does. He does have JSN. Love JSN this year. Not so sold on my man Marvin Harrison. On the bench, though, he's got Scatta Boo Boo chilling on that bench, which is a little bit surprising to me. I would maybe throw JSN in at your wide receiver 2 and then put Scattaboo in there in your flex. Interesting team. It's got a lot of potential. We'll see how she goes. Vella's playing G-Dog this week. Interesting. Black on black crime, potentially. We'll see what happens. G-Dog, he's a savvy player, man. He's picking up guys that are really good all the time. He's always lurking on the waiver wire, checking things out. Interesting strategy. He's got Ferguson and Mark Andrews starting 2 tight ends, 1 in the flex. We'll see how that works out for you. Vella's got Huge, probably going to keep having huge games as a deep threat for one of the best passing offenses in the league. He's got Big Pity City going. Hampton's had a way better game. Things are looking up for Vella, I think. Oh, Jabin, dog. My brother. You got multiple scoregasms coming at you this week, which sounds like a party, doesn't it? But probably not for you, big dog. It'll be interesting. Scary Terry. Is he going to play? Having some core issues, having some quad issues? I don't know. It's not looking good. Is Garrett Wilson going to get things going again in that offense against Miami? It's possible. They are playing Miami. Love Jalen Warren on your bench as well as a running back sister. Loving Etienne. You got him going as well. Man, does she ever have a good team. James Cook is fantastic. We got Nico, Zay Flowers. She's got a lot of options. She's got a lot of depth. Her team is looking sick this year. Okay, and then last but not least, we got Eric. We got Todd. It's going to be a tough go for you this week against him, Todd. I'm rooting for you. I'm not going to lie. You do have some issues with your flex spot. I don't know who you can really play there. You're going to go with Colson Loveland. Hope that he plays. We'll see what happens. Jennings, I think, is questionable. I'm not sure if he's going to go. He might be a play if Pearsall ends up not going because of his knee issues. San Francisco is really banged up. I wish you all the best, though. I want you to take down Eric because I think as far as dogs go, he's tops in the league right now. All right. that's 10 minutes of video. I'm going to post it in here. Hope you enjoy. And, I wish you all absolutely zero luck, except me. All the luck right here. And maybe Todd, so you can take down Eric. Have a great week, you guys. We will talk to you soon. Hope there's some really tight matchups and really close games. Peace.